Pain is a thing. Mental, emotional pain, it's a thing. We can talk about being positive all day long. And don't get me wrong, it's a really powerful practice. It really is. And we need to also acknowledge for ourselves that part of this human life is pain and suffering. The distinction that's made in spiritual terms is that pain is the sensation of it, and then suffering is when we prolong the sensation by creating a story around the pain. Here's one example. Say you went to the park and you didn't realize it was going to be muddy, and it just rained, and so you slip and you step into a deep water puddle, and now your shoes are wet and soaking and cold. That's the pain. Wet, cold, soaking. Suffering begins when you now have a mental story to go along with this. I should have brought different shoes. Why didn't anyone warn me? I'll get sick now. Somebody should do something about these pathways. You shouldn't have pushed me. You should have held me and kept me from falling into this puddle. On and on and on. That is suffering. Pain we can't avoid, but suffering we can avoid. Suffering we can almost stop. As a matter of fact, once you stop the mental, emotional suffering on any pain you experience ends up being really short-lived. The easiest example of that is if you cut your finger. And this is going to happen to you, so you can really give this a try. If you cut your finger, and then the worst suffering happens if you have this story of yourself that you can't see blood, and then you're going to collapse and you're going to go into panic because now you can't get yourself to the hospital and you're going to lose too much blood. Worst case scenario. Second case scenario, you're going to keep looking at it and you're going to keep saying like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done this. The best scenario is to look at your finger and go like, oh, cut. Wash, plaster, take some pain relief if that's what you need to do. Go to the hospital to have it stitched if that's what you need to do. But the pain of it, the actual pain of it, is going to be a lot less, because the story of the pain doesn't prolong it. The same with your wet shoes. They're a lot worse if on top of it you continue to complain about it.